In hindsight, this shit finna look so bad for Cory because what's going to start happening is people are going to start realizing, yo, you kept coming back to the whole like dick sucking thing. You kept saying that over and over and over again, and that was your main point that bothers you was that he said you because basically when people get confrontational, right, and you're in a conversation, sometimes your insults don't always come out the best. So that was a little bit jammed up. He meant to say you be dick sucking for the black community. That's basically what he was saying. But when he says that, he's saying that you pander to the black community in terms of you telling them what they want to hear, and you kind of making content that feeds into this that low vibrational thinking where you keep them in the same place. And there's some content creators, whether they realize it or not, that's what you do. You're not the kind of content creator that inspires or make the person want to have a better life. I can say for a fact, watching Anton Daniels has made me a better man and made me far more ambitious and gay because people need to hear the frequency or get in touch with the frequency first, right? And hear what it sound like, what it look like. A lot of y'all, you let life happen to you. Life is not happening to me. I don't live like. Let me get big. Hold on, man. See my face. I don't live like this. Put them goddamn hands down. Put them down, so you can see all this shit. These people that's protesting, these people that don't want you to think for yourselves, they live life like this. And they want you, and again, they can't figure out why is his hands down? Why can I see his whole face? Because I can see everything. I can see that over there. I can see that over there. I can see it all at one time without even looking. But imagine if I live my life like this. How far can I get like this? I can't even go nowhere like this. I definitely can't get no holes. I can't get no holes like this. I put my hands down and get the hose. I hope this cooking is doing something for you. I hope you're motivated by this shit. But my point being is, you also seeing two archetypes go at it too. So a part of this episode is about black men and their issues with identity, right? And a part of it is listening to niggas who are beneath you, listening to niggas who are less intelligent than you, all right, who've done less than you, right, and also don't go outside of humanity. Don't get caught up in, oh, this is this person. Some people might have felt like, oh, it's Cory Holcomb, because Anton says on his show at one particular point, you the comedian, I should not be able to dominate you in conversation or have you looking crazy in conversation. So what Cory wanted to do was, first of all, Cory probably a little drunk. I ain't gonna lie. Cory is someone, I think Cory Holcomb has been drunk for the last 40 years. There hasn't been a moment, and it was definitely a strong smell of liquor in there and whatnot. And I could be wrong, but I do think Cory Holcomb was always drunk. So shout out to Cory Holcomb. So I think he may have wanted, or he may have had a certain conversation in mind. And what can happen sometimes with the content creators is that sometimes you don't realize, well, you're being too manipulative. You're being too thirsty for a moment on camera. Because listen, no matter what happens, a viral moment is always gold. And it will always be treated as gold. All right. So he wanted to get that viral moment, but it wasn't happening on the time that he wanted to happen. So he forces it into a conversation. So he says basically, he makes this asinine point about how Anton doesn't hold white men accountable, or he doesn't talk ish about white men. He's a black man. Black content creators mainly talk about black people because their audience is going to mainly be black people, right? And again, first of all, it's a point you said to say what, because this is mostly about you have the Negro who is able to assess things objectively and does not get caught up in uh, just certain ideals that don't mean shit. So, for example, being a real one. What is your reward for being a real one in any of these niggas' eyes? What is your reward for any of these niggas esteeming you? Your only reward is the hard work that you put in. Pause, man. I'm just like, shit. I heard it was big.
It was big, but that sounds ridiculous.
That's what she said. I'm playing the game.
I heard it was big, but that sounds ridiculous.
No, chill for what? Who is this nigga?
Feel me? So what you're seeing is this tug of war, this fight, this back and forth. Believe it or not, niggas who exist in that bottom 49%, the underachievers, the niggas who ain't never gonna have nothing and whatnot. Believe it or not, them niggas are actually in fact miserable, right? Because in their mind, their mind is not focused on constantly elevating their mindset, constantly elevating. Okay, I was doing it like this year. Now, and I want to up my game like this. Okay, I used to live here. Now I want to live here. Like more than ever, I'm like, I made my mind up. Like, no, I'm gonna live in some real nice areas. I'm gonna live in some nice ass buildings. I'm gonna make enough money because you know why? Because I got the motherfucking talent. My baby mother just told me that when she see Drewski, I mean, aside from that nigga being a fat, light skinned nigga and everything, I hope that's not the main reason why she compared me to Drewski. That's the first thing I thought was like, damn, man, am I that big to you? Do you think I'm like Drewski? But anyway, shout out to Drewski. But she was saying like, yo, his whole like demeanor, how you talk and everything like that, it's like a sign. I said, oh man, I got talent. Compare me to Drewski. Shout out because I think Drewski's very funny. I think I'll be seeing that and I'll be like, yo, I'm just saying, like, yo.
I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want
A guy's guy.
Guy's guy. He definitely is a guy's guy. But anyway, so what happens next is basically Anton, you know, because Cory starts off the disrespect and Anton responds by saying, yo, my bad. Why am I playing this one? I actually had the clip. My bad. Sorry, y'all. I'm being a bad little content creator. Where is that, Jordan? Is that from? That's from this morning. No, where is it at? Oh no, because it's a video. My bad.
Homie, believe me when I talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting it.
That is a terrible point to make, fam. Everywhere else in the world is fucked up outside the West. Now, listen, white men might be a little freaky. All right, they may want you to play with their wife. All right, they may have their little kinks and whatnot. But as far as like society, they know how to run society. We need to be trying to figure out. Let's really pay attention and try to improve on how they ran society before we start saying shit like, you know, they the worst. I'm just saying, bro, because I'm like, let me tell you something. These people who came from these countries, they're coming from countries who are not led by white men, and look how bad they want to be here. All right, like I said before, it's going to come a time. All these people are not going to let them. They're not going to just get arrested. Some people are going to crash out and go crazy, and it will get very violent. These people do not want to go back. The most stressful thing that can happen to these people is being told you're going back to your country. Listen, nigga, let any Nigerian you know who ain't from here tell him that he has to go back to their country. He can't go back to his country. What? Fam, yo, the look in their eyes. If you found the way to tell your Nigerian friend they had to go back home and whatnot, the look on their face, it will be they will crash the fuck out. They will crash out. So, I mean, and I'm joking around, but my whole point is this whole concept of it really circles back to saying no. The white man is why we're in a situation. Don't get me wrong. In times before, white man used to be on your ass, but whilst you realizing it and whatnot, he for the most part handed over some of his power to your woman, which is why today, even in 2026, most you black men will experience the men around you making sure that you stay in a certain mindset so that you don't think for yourself and that you don't really benefit from this life and enjoy life. All right, the little crabs in the barrel mentality. And also, if you're a black man, your woman thinks that she's supposed to have control over you. And she will try to get control of you. Either she thinks she can control you emotionally. A lot of y'all get controlled emotionally, all right, which keeps your energy tied up. You'll never be able to do what I'm doing, my nigga. You'll never be able to listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, this time next year, I'm gonna be so far up. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be so far up. You know what I mean?
It was big, but that sounds ridiculous.
It's gonna be crazy. Cause this shit, now I'm bringing the heat this year. I'm trying to listen. I'm blogging like the rent's due because the rent is due. You understand? But anyway, so in this exchange also, right? You seeing dark skin privilege on top of dark skin privilege. I keep telling y'all, dark skin privilege. The concept is like this, bro. In the black community, at the very top of the Negro hierarchy amongst black men, dark skinned niggas had the most Negro credit. People make the most assumptions about your honor, all right, about your street cred, okay, and just overall masculinity. Whereas if you like a light skinned nigga, for some reason people just assume, nah, you light skinned, you're definitely a bitch. Nah, you won't do it. Because of your complexion, you would never even defend yourself. Nigga, what? Y'all niggas are weird. That's why you cannot grant a rest haven for hoes. I'm sorry, a safe haven for hoes or a safe haven for hating ass niggas. Because what happens is that behavior goes on and on and on, and then they run into the six paths dice, and I have to be that wall that they crash into. No helmet, no airbags. Life's on the line. Sound.
I'm speaking English. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking Guyanese. You know, everything we used to live is made in Guyana. You understand what I'm saying? I'm losing it.
Whenever you don't got good intentions, you will always lose and look bad. So basically, what we done surmise is someone done did some shit to Cory. I hope that ain't what happened, but bro, he kept talking about this dick sucking thing and would not let it go. Kept bringing it up.
Today. You dancing around it. No, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't suck.
He was getting ready to cook him. He was getting ready to cook him. He was getting ready to get cooked. He tried, and let me tell you something. Don't ever let no nigga do this to you. When a nigga is wrong, stay on the point. Don't let him get you off it. Because what Cory does for the most part is he does a few Jedi mind tricks. And these is all nigga Jedi mind tricks. He gets him off the main subject. And first of all, Anton was getting ready to make him look crazy on the show. And he's starting to realize that intellectually you getting walked down. Cory Holcomb is not a good opponent for Anton for several reasons. Anton has far more experience having face-to-face confrontations on the internet than Cory. Cory does shows with people. He argues with people from time to time. But Anton has made a career out of being a part of heated conversations. Anton had a channel that's called Room 9 now. That was a channel called Fight Club where people can go on there and argue to their heart's content and fight, basically. And have nasty arguments. He made a video saying, I got rid of all the content on the Fight Club channel because of the changes with YouTube, and I didn't want that channel to get basically taken down. Because what can also happen is when YouTube takes down one channel, they may flag your other channels because of your likeness being on that channel. So Anton has been able to stay monetized this entire time and do better and better on YouTube by understanding and staying ahead of certain trends. But I said to say this, Anton, this is what he does is have uncomfortable conversations. And pardon me. And when Anton comes into a conversation, he may have his opinions about stuff based off of what his lifestyle is, but he's one of the people that I learned how to be unbiased, right? And how to stay in the objective mind and make sure that, make sure I'm conscious of what do I really think about this? Is this right or is this wrong? Or what am I basing my idea of right from wrong on? Right? And in this conversation, Cory doesn't have pure intentions. What he wants to do is, and this is what hood niggas do, and niggas who, because these niggas are actually insecure about being around smart niggas. They're very insecure about it, right? And they're not going to tell you, hey, how's it going? I'm Tyrone. I feel a little bit inferior when you be talking and using big words. And don't get me wrong, some people can just be a dick about, let's say, like a Mark Lamont Hill. It turns like, all right, the whole thing with him a little flip. Whereas like it might be a little bit of flip feeling like, all right, bro, you think you're more smart than you actually are. And there are people who have more broader, vocabularies and whatnot. But at the end of the day, that's a good point because Mark Lamont Hill did say that some men have periods and some women